Trade the technician.
That's a long cup, dog.
Man, 1, 2,
What's a long cup mean?
5.
You said what?
A long cup.
A long cup, long meat, whatever you want to call it.
It took her a long time to find the cup.
It took her a long time. I can find my cup anytime. Hey, man,
If she's a typical woman, she probably like has a lot of shoes and shit in her car.
you think so? Before we get started, man, I want to give a shout out to one particular podcast real quick. This podcast did their due diligence and executed marketing skills that nobody else thought of, which I'm kind of ashamed of. Shout outs to the Brew Podcast. I think they're from like New York. They made the top 50 list, the top 50 rappers.
Oh, no, they're, it's not New York. People thought they was New York because of their East Coast bias on the list. They're like St. Louis. They're somewhere Midwest.
Okay, well,
yeah.
That's still though. But like, shout outs to them, like the Brew Podcast. And I'm only mentioning their name, and no shade, but shade. Fuck all the major podcasts or fuck all the major people that belittled them. They called them the No Name Podcast, the Little Podcast, the Trying to Come Up Podcast. You know what I'm saying? It took them a long time, because I'm still trying to put my list together. For them to come up with 50 rappers at a time,
That's a lot.
That's a lot of work, yo. And for them not to even acknowledge them, like, that shit kind of hurt me. Like, bro, give them their props. And I'm going to say it, Joe Budden, I love you. Love the show, but fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Say their name. You feel me? Ebro and them, say their name. Y'all had to put out a list, and then y'all put out y'all list trying to overpower theirs.
They piggybacked off the wave.
Exactly.
You know.
And it's like, yo, they made the first list. Y'all should have been done this. If y'all have the entitlement or y'all have the platform, y'all should have been come up with this. So for them to do that, kudos to them. And yes, the list was kind of weird.
It was their personal. That's the thing. People have to understand. It's your personal. You know what I'm saying? List. It's not set in stone. So, you know, like they were, because I watched the episode with Joe Budden and them.
Yeah.
I mean, they had Cool G Rap and Rakim, which those are great legendary rappers.
You like drunk?
Nah. Those are great legendary rappers, but it's like I don't have Rakim in my top 10.
Yeah.
We were babies, you know what I'm saying, when he was in his prime. So it's all relative and subjective. How you going?
But for me though, what I don't like is for you to belittle somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
It's one of those things where you didn't come up with the list, so now you're trying to make a list and get profit off of it. You know what I'm saying? Now, what I will say, next time they should have like a watermark, and they didn't have a watermark.
Oh, on the little screenshot they
on
took.
The list, yeah. So now anybody can take credit for it.
That's smart, yeah.
Yeah. So that's one thing. And the two podcasts that I was mad at, and I've talked to one of them before. I'm disappointed in Weave on Egos and Opinion.
Cause he like Future.
Well, no, not that. But he talks about hip hop.
Yeah.
And for him not to even have a list, out of anybody, I thought he would have probably done that first. You know what I'm saying? And then of course, shout out to my boy, man, like DJ. He didn't even come up with a list as well. So for them two not to have a list, it's kind of disheartening. But
is Hove at the top of everybody's list? Is that like the consensus number one? I'm not arguing with it. I agree with it. It was just everybody had a Hove at one.
But no, we had a hot girl summer movement last night. Me and Jay, we went out to Alley Cats. Shout out to Alley Cats. It was hot as fuck outside, or inside, I should say. I was sweating cats and dogs. I lost a little bit of weight, so I could afford to wear like a button up. I was hot, man. I was extremely hot. Like I was hot as fuck. But hot girl summer's in effect. Shout outs to our boy Juice Jamal.
I just don't understand why you wear a long sleeve shirt anywhere.
You know what? I was thinking that too. Like,
August.
That's so funny.
It was a long sleeve.
First of all, backstory.
Backstory.
There's another one.
Backstory.
You find a button down.
I was like, why were you even wearing that in the summer?
We had a James Bond theme event that we went to, and of course I didn't dress up because it was too hot. But he said dress nice or wear long sleeves. I wore long sleeves. But then I didn't stay long. I ended up, meeting you, of course. And I was hot. I was sweating.
You could have even rolled up your sleeves.
I did roll my sleeves.
So you got to start packing like an extra fit in the trunk.
Yeah,
that's what I.
I mean, I was happy, like the shirt could fit. You know what I'm saying? But enough, like back then the shirt would fit, but the belly, popping out. You know what I'm saying? So now it's not. So I was feeling good, but it was too fucking hot. Right. Shout out to the two girls in front of us. They was twerking, winning. They had free hookah. They had free food. You know what I'm saying? So shout outs to them. So I mean, I always loved it. You know what I'm saying? What?
I will say they did get everything last night for free.
Exactly.
They performed, but they got everything.
They got free drinks and everything.
Free drinks. They had 2 hookahs on the table. Yeah, they did. And shout out to DJ J Skills.
He played the right music for them to start twerking, and the guys was loving it. But speaking of hot girls or hot girl summers, we do have guests in the building.
Yes.
Go ahead and introduce yourself real quick.
I'm Jessica Michelle, and I go by the name of that motherfucking Sammy.
Nah, for real.
The ladies of Sip and Spill podcast is in the building. Thug Sammy. I like it. How you ladies doing?
We're good. A little tired.
Yeah.
Very tired. I worked last night, so.
Oh yeah. You had a good hot girl summer last night.
No, I was at work.
Was at work? Doing what?
I bartend.
Bartend?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because my second question was going to be on the poll, but I didn't want to.
Bartend.
No.
How could you assume that?
She said I worked last night.
So because a woman worked last night, you was
Get
a dancer?
No.
Wow.
No, I was making a joke.
Do you sell drugs? Since we're making assumptions here. Since we're making assumptions here, do you sell drugs?
Not at all.
Oh, okay.
Not at all.
But how y'all doing today, man?
We good.
We're here. I'm sorry I was a little late.
It's all good.
It's her fault.
Of course. That's cool. Let us see the
She
bottle,
said,
though.
no, she said you live further out. Your fault.
Oh no, she wants to see the bottle real quick. She said.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Get him.
Yeah, I live in Katy.
So I'm gonna try to finesse y'all real quick, or try to do. So what we have here, brought to us by Mr. Marcus. We have the exclusive Hot Girl Summer Wine. This goes well with help me out, bro.
He's been listening to our podcast.
Yeah. Oh, come on, really?
Red wine goes with like steak,
some grapes.
Yeah, barbecue.
Yeah,
barbecue.
That mixes well with red wine.
Oh yeah, also okay. And if you want to have some fun at night, Netflix and chill. Always have the red wine on deck. You know what I'm saying? Right.
You don't know the alcohol content?
I
you know where it came from?
I can't. Oh, it's 12%. That ain't bad.
So that's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad.
750 milliliter bottle.
Yeah.
All right, you got the yellowtail though.
Yeah.
That's the lower end of the
Hey,
but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers.
Exactly.
Damn, Marcus.
Damn.
you ain't got to drink it.
Oh, I am.
When we drinking it.
We talk shit, but we still gonna drink it.
Damn.
Don't talk shit. I ran in, grabbed it.
Look at Jordan. Jordan's sweating. Before we get started, man, as we always do, we have a icebreaker. Mr. Marcus, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, so we'll get started on that. So, ladies, we want to start y'all off with a little icebreaker. Let everybody get to know who y'all really are. Let me pull it up. Hold up.
They got water for us too. Y'all are so nice. We are
I
not.
know. I was like, they got wine.
We
They
are
really
not
fuck
this
with,
nice
fuck
to
with
our
what
guests.
we do. Yeah.
Damn.
We give them a wine glass and we share our wine.
Yeah, we don't give them water. They be thirsty as fuck.
Jessica, I'll start with you.
What's up?
If you could be the opposite sex for 1 hour, what would you do?
I would sell drugs.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You can sell drugs
as a woman.
A woman can sell drugs too.
I feel like it's better when you're a man. A man can come up really quick.
You think so?
Selling drugs. Yeah.
I think a woman could faster.
I think so too. Anna's friend got robbed last week. He's a man.
I mean, that
20
don't
grams.
mean that nothing.
Off of 20 grams? Like, what's that?
He got robbed for 20 grams. I mean, not for 20 grams, $20 worth of
Oh, okay.
weed,
I'm
which
about
is
to say,
what, 1 gram?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot, right?
He got robbed for
Yeah.
1 gram.
He got robbed for 1 gram.
He got robbed for 1 gram?
Yeah.
Is that really robbing?
Damn.
And they shot him, and then he actually passed away.
Oh,
For 1
my
gram?
For 1 gram.
God.
Damn.
He died. Yeah.
So, like, 1 gram is what, like what?
That's
like
$20
$10?
or $10. I don't know.
Or
I don't buy
15,
weed.
just depending on.
I mean, I don't smoke, so, shout out to people who smoke, shout out to y'all, kudos. Why you give me that face, man?
When did you say you didn't smoke?
Hey, I get drunk every time, man. Hey, I don't smoke.
Somebody from work must be listening.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Thug Sammy.
What's up?
If you had to describe your
Motherfucking Thug
moves in the
Sammy.
bedroom with one song, what would it be?
With one song, I guess Genuine Pony.
Ew.
Yeah.
Can we still jam R. Kelly in the bedroom?
No.
No.
Why not?
No.
Yeah, right?
No.
Because
But y'all jam other artists that have other. I mean, it's a bad issue that he mess with younger women.
It's
but
levels to these issues.
there's levels to this issue.
yeah,
I
but it's
agree.
still an issue.
Yeah, but he's singing
No.
about
I'd rather
children.
jam to a woman beater than one who has sex with children.
Yeah,
No.
but if the song come on, you ain't gonna be like, oh, let's stop. Because
Yeah, like R. Kelly made hits, bro. Like you.
And
It
then
doesn't
the
matter. I'm gonna
songs
make
are
sure R.
about
Kelly is not in the
children. Like he's
playlist.
singing about kids.
R. Kelly's not gonna be in the playlist.
So you're throwing, but you know Michael Jackson wrote like a song for him, right?
I thought
I don't
R. Kelly
care.
wrote a song
Yeah,
for
yeah,
Michael
yeah,
Jackson.
Yeah, R. Kelly wrote for Mike.
So
yeah.
I mean, you know, like you still jamming like Michael Jackson, right?
That was one song.
Not in the bedroom.
yeah, he don't have no bedroom.
I'm not jamming Mike in the bedroom.
Yeah.
He
But,
just
like,
doesn't
you're
have
jamming
those
him,
bedroom
though.
hits.
But like in the bedroom, it's different because he's singing about
So
children.
you're throwing away all R. Kelly
Yeah.
songs.
I'm not throwing it away. If I hear it, I'm singing
Yeah, I'm
to
still
it, but I
jam to it.
might
You're not
not
gonna put it on
just
the back.
search for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Like
But
about
for sure, I'm a jam to it.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so this is for both of y'all to answer. Have you ever recommended someone you were just fucking to a girlfriend?
Hell no.
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 Have you what?
Have you ever recommended somebody you was just fucking to a girlfriend?
No.
No.
That's disgusting.
No deal. No deal.
No deal.
No
I'm
deal.
good, man.
40% said yes.
I'm not.
I wouldn't unless I don't see a situation where it would be okay for me to fuck a dude and be like, hey girl.
No.
Go
Like,
fuck
if you
him
got
next.
some money out of him, I'd be like, oh, bitch, she got some money. Like,
That's
go over there and
different.
talk to
Yeah,
her.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
like the dick yo, right?
I recommend like tricks to my friends.
No, I mean it's like dick yo, right? You know, hey, his dick was good. You know what I'm saying? Go like, try mine real quick, right?
I mean, well, if
No.
if
I don't
she's
think
done
we do
fooling
that.
with him,
But
People do
that's
that,
That's
though.
what men do. That's what y'all do when it comes to us.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. I know
Really?
so.
We don't do that.
Girls don't do that.
Girls do that.
Only like if he's a trick. Be like, oh girl, I just finished using him.
So girls do that, right?
But it's
But-
For
it's
tricks,
not
not for sex.
money, not for sex.
But you still do it.
but that's
it's the
not
act
his
of
question
doing it.
The
was.
question was about
His
sex.
was about sex, not about what we're talking about.
they're still using them.
Still using them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So y'all use us. So
What do you mean that we use y'all?
Y'all do.
Like how?
I feel
Our
like
body, our mind, our soul.
Yes,
Men
emotions.
Men take from women all the time. Men usually what they do is y'all find a girl, y'all want to pack all y'all's trauma and all y'all's stuff on her,
Ooh,
and
preach,
have
girl.
her try to fix you and help you become this man, and then you never for a second think,
Oh no, I
maybe
don't.
into the therapist.
Men do not.
Who hurt you?
Men do not
No one.
ask women to fix them. Women try to fix a man, and that's where they make the mistake.
I've seen so many posts about
Women-
what happened to the women who help a man grow or know how to build a man. That's
y'all
what I
need to build
Y'all-
yourself.
Growing and fixing is two different things.
Okay,
But
but y'all
still.
always want us to build y'all. Like, why don't
So
y'all
let me ask
build
y'all a
us?
question. Y'all posted something on y'all's IG real quick about letting a man borrow like your car. Right? So you're helping this man. Have y'all let somebody borrow your car before?
Unfortunately, I've had let a boyfriend borrow my car.
Unfortunately?
And I've never will do it again.
let
Why?
a boyfriend borrow my car.
Why?
Because why don't you have your own car?
But I mean, what happened to his car though first?
Unless we're like, okay,
Exactly.
so it's different if we're like dating, he's my boyfriend, something happened to his car,
Uh-huh.
or he wants to drive, just use it real quick, put some gas in it. That's totally different. That's my man.
Uh-huh.
We're talking about guys that you've known for 2 weeks, and he's
Uh-huh.
texting you, can I borrow your car?
So it's just like a backstory to this, then, right? You've met a guy within 2 weeks.
I had a boy. No, it wasn't 2 weeks, but
Uh-huh.
he was my boyfriend. We were dating. He was a homosexual, and he used to always take my car.
A what?
He was a what?
He was a homosexual.
He used her for somewhere to live.
Yeah.
Did y'all make that up?
No, it's true. It's a
It's a real
man who
thing.
Yeah.
who finds a girlfriend for a place to stay.
Homosexual.
Men do that.
Or women can be homosexuals too. Yeah,
Learn something new.
yeah.
A
That's what's
homosexual.
Homosexual.
Yes.
That's what's up.
That's fucked up.
Y'all got some homies who homosexual who down bitches just for a place to stay.
I don't have a homie like that.
No?
No.
You do.
You do. You know.
I'm thinking about it right now.
Like, ew.
I got one, bro. I ain't shout out to him, you know. But he pays bills though for her, so you know.
Then why he can get his own shit if he can pay some bills?
That's up between them two.
See, mine paid bills, but he was taking money out of my purse. Well,
So really, she was paying.
I
all
was
the
paying
bills.
all the bills.
Seriously?
Yeah.
So how did you find out he was?
I always knew, you know, I noticed it like every once in a while because I've been a bartender this whole time. So at the time I was working in Beaumont, I was making a lot of money at that time. So when $20, $4 went missing here and there, I wasn't really tripping. Like I had an idea it was him, but I didn't know for a fact it was him, especially because I had 2 other roommates. But it's when $300+ went missing, I was like, oh fuck, you're really still.
Okay, so let me cut you off because you knew he was doing.
I had
this.
an idea.
You knew. I think you knew.
I didn't
you
know.
just wanna.
I never like for sure thought it was him because I did have 2 other roommates at the time.
Okay.
So it could have been. And my
Was
doors.
the sex good?
Okay. That's why I
he was
ignored it.
stigmatized.
No, it's because his head was really good. So that's why I kind of ignored the fact he was stealing money out of my purse. I kind of just like let it slide. But when he stole too much money, I was like, nigga, you just getting too greedy, you know.
Speaking of head, yeah, and this goes for like everybody in the room. We had somebody posted a topic on the Facebook group. It was like, hey, you know, something about a guy being down there for more than like 10 minutes at a time. So for like the ladies and like the, you know, of course us as well, is it possible, or like, do y'all like for a man to be down there like 10 minutes? Or like more than like 10 minutes? See? Thank you.
I love head, so I want you down there.
I
Like
like
10
it,
minutes?
but I really like sex more.
I want you there till I come, and then once I come, you're
Yeah,
good
but
to get up.
it shouldn't. This is gonna take 10 minutes.
It can, depending on your mood, how ready you are, depends how good he is, you know.
I
So
don't
for
think that
10
shit
minutes
should
you want
take
him down
10
there, like
minutes.
no
I don't
penetration,
think-
just straight head.
Nah,
Why not?
no.
My fucking dick will get limped, bro.
That's 10 minutes
It's
can
not
be a
about
long
you, it's
time.
about me.
10 minutes can, you know what I'm saying?
Like that's
Just-
like you
yeah.
have a timer. 10 minutes, really? Like 10 minutes?
Nah, sis.
I agree with you.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jay, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So you want him down there for 10 minutes, just straight, you know, down there.
Yes.
It's like she said, it's not about you.
So when it comes down on, you know, saying fucking, like then what?
I mean, then I'll be ready. He can do whatever he needs to do after
I'll
that.
fucking be bored by then. Like yeah,
It's
I'm
not
hopping
about
on
you.
the
Selfish.
I'm hopping on the Xbox, dog. I'm done, bro. I'm done, dog. 10 minutes?
That's
Yes,
too
that's
long.
long.
That means you're a selfish lover. 'Cause
No,
you
no,
want
no,
her-
no.
You want her to suck your dick for 10 minutes, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
See how fast it changes.
That's different. It's different.
Selfish ass.
Selfish as it is. Like, damn.
But here's the thing though, we could eat it before and after.
No, don't touch it after.
Yeah, after nah.
If the man wants to.
It's not just
What's wrong with
about
after?
you.
That's what
That's
I'm saying.
selfish.
Y'all
How
think
is that-
sex is about y'all.
What's
and
wrong
y'all
with
I
only.
after?
I just said we can eat it before and after, or even
But
stop
every
at
woman-
some point
every
during.
woman in here said no, and you still continue to say
Well, if
yes.
we want to.
Well, if we want to.
I mean, if she wants me to, then yeah. But I mean,
Not nothing about her. If I want to keep
oh man.
Are you turning down the head?
If
I feel like
wanted-
after sex, I
Yeah.
don't want head. That's a before sex thing. But I know guys.
I mean, because some women that do prefer it after. It's
some, but I feel like after
maybe
you nut,
if she
isn't it
hasn't
sensitive?
finished,
Like,
if she hasn't finished,
Yeah.
then yes,
Yeah.
maybe.
yeah.
Now, I think you're talking about like during like the whole sexual act, right? So, you, like, you know, y'all like penetrating, then you might go back down there, right?
Yeah, you can do that too.
So, I mean, for me, it's like a total of 10 minutes, not just 10 minutes straight. Like, I don't mind doing it during like the sexual.
Realistically, if you're enjoying what you're doing, you're not worried about how long
Yeah,
it's
time.
taking.
Yeah.
But 10 minutes is a lot.
Yeah, it's a long time. 10 minutes.
In actuality, yeah, 10 minutes is a while. Your jaw starts to hurt and shit. But I mean, if you like her, you're gonna ignore that shit. And you'll eat it anyways.
All right, so I have one question in, and then we can, you know, get into like the shits. So I know you do like modeling, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to know this, and I think I asked Lex P before this as well. Do guys really do after you get done like what is like a session pretty much, right?
Photo shoot?
Yeah, photo shoot.
Yeah.
Do guys hit you up on like your like, you know what I'm saying, like a DMs afterwards?
What you mean, guys?
Like photographers or whatnot. No.
I have a manager. Shout out to Kyle, model model. He handles everything. He's always there in my photo shoots. I don't have to worry about anything, but come in, shoot, leave.
I can respect that.
I don't have to talk to them.
Really?
I mean, I'm cool with them.
Yeah.
You know, I build a relationship with them, but it's just that anything I need from them, they'll tell Kyle. Kyle tell me.
Okay, I can respect that.
But you heard some like photographer stories or some shit?
I heard one or two, but that's
There's some bust down hoes.
But they gonna try, of course.
Yeah.
But I don't got time for that.
Like I see male like photographers, they're like the new like when we had like Corey, back on the show like a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
They're like the new like club promoters.
Everybody
Oh
wants
yeah,
their
we
picture
talked about
taken.
that.
What's up?
Everybody wants their picture taken.
Yeah,
Photographers
so
have
that's
groupies.
like an easy gateway for them to.
But that's the thing. A lot of girls want to be models because they see these pictures, but it's not just about taking a picture. Like you have to have a goal and a direction that you're going. Like when I first saw, I'm like, I want to be perceived as this. I want my pictures to look like this. So I'm only gonna go this way.
I'm not gonna lie. There was one time I had my daughter in my hand, and like the IG feed, you had popped up. And I had to, like my phone fumbled because I didn't want her to see the picture. I was like, oh, you can't see this.
Looking at?
I mean,
come on, man.
It don't matter. Like she's what, like
bad bitch.
Huh?
That's what she's
Isn't she
looking
a
at.
baby?
That's what I'm saying.
But like still though, it's
I can't see straight yet.
it's a baby. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want her to see like what I was saying. Oh, okay,
Your dad instincts kicked in.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You can't see that. So
Yeah.
I find it so funny that men love to look at pictures like that, but they don't ever want their daughters to look like the girls they like.
Yeah, it's a double-edged
I didn't say that,
That's what that meant, though.
but she's a girl, like a little girl.
So
like,
is she.
No, but okay, maybe like when she reaches maybe 13 to like 15 and I catch her doing something, I wouldn't mind her looking at stuff like that because then I can have that talk with her.
Catch her doing what?
She may be looking at porn or she
You should
may...
have that conversation before she hits that age.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, but like, what's like the right age then?
10.
At 10 for
Yeah.
you?
Yes.
Because that's when girls will start to get their period.
Yeah.
So
Catch
y'all,
them right before their period
so y'all had that talk at like 10 years old?
I never had to talk to my parents.
Never.
I'm African.
No,
Huh?
I'm African.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
What are
is the
you?
sex talk in Africa? They just tell you don't get pregnant, and
You
that's
Nigerian?
it. I'm Nigerian. Yeah.
Don't
Igbo?
get pregnant. Fuck.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm just
Liberian.
black.
Yeah.
So
I'm just like.
Grandma Indian. That's it.
okay, so then off of that, so your parents never had the sex talk. So then, how did you learn about sex?
My
Porn.
sister got pregnant
Porn, okay.
when she was 16.
That was
So,
all the birth control
I was
you
put on
needed.
birth control right after she got
Really?
pregnant. Yep.
At what age?
17.
Okay. So your parents knew you were active then?
I
I
think
had
they were
just
just trying
started
to
being. I had
prevent.
just started being active, but I feel like they was all like
On edge.
on edge, so they didn't want to take no chances. So I feel like even if I wasn't, they was still gonna try to. Put
That's the
me
thing
on
about
the
the first. Everything the firstborn does, it affects the other kids.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
my mom thought I was a saint. I mean, being like African, you have to have this persona about you have to have on the show. So my mom thought I was like a virgin all the way through like college. I wasn't, showing her any signs. Then like the first time when I got my ears pierced, she was like upset, bro. Like she was like, like you can't have, like find like a job. You don't want to be like a.
African parents are so dramatic.
No. She called me, it's called what? I'm a kata, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, she did. So she was like, hey, no disrespect to y'all.
I'm guessing that's bad.
It's bad.
Concept.
It's bad.
It's like nigger.
Like nigga?
Sounds
It's like nigger.
Oh,
Yeah.
So she, she just was telling me, hey, don't do this, don't do that. But now, of course, as I got older, she's cool with it, you know what I'm saying?
I remember cleaning out my room, like going to college. So
Uh-huh.
we like cleaning out my room, and my mom found some condoms in the drawer. She was like, "Oh, what's this for?" Well,
I think my mom always knew, but we never had that talk until I think
Yeah.
one time I was like, hey, mom, I'm not a virgin, right? She was like, okay, cool. So she was cool with it, but she never really talked to me about it.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
how African parents are. They know, they're just never vocal about anything.
Yeah.
my dad caught me having sex in the driveway. That was our talk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was so pretty.
In the car?
Yeah.
He was a happy dad.
In the car.
I mean, that's cool. I'm thinking the actual driveway.
He was a happy dad.
Why were you in your driveway? Pull around to the corner and stuff? Like,
the girl I was with, she worked at Chuck E. Cheese back in school, in high school. So she brought a nigga a pizza home one night. So
damn, pizza and dick.
Like, what, 9, 10 something, right? My parents, they was like in the bed or whatever. And so she came in the driveway and just, you know what I'm saying? And then...
You couldn't, like, sneak her inside the house at least?
Nah.
You couldn't even move the car?
That's
You had to keep the car at the driveway?
Look, hindsight is 2020.
Wait, tell me, you never had sex like your parents' house before?
Not in the house?
Yeah.
No.
I've never had sex in my parents' house.
Really?
I have.
What?
I wasn't risking that.
Man, I would sneak them in. Hey, come in real quick, bro. I mean,
you hear that, Mom?
Hey, no, I mean like college. No, college. It was
Mama,
no.
hey.
I hope you get in trouble.
That's cool. And like college, she was cool though. Like, you know, like she knew that the women that were coming in, she knew that, hey, I was talking to them, so she knew what was going on. But like I said, at that time, you know, and also by me helping her out in college, I was giving her, you know, saying rent money. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna make sure your mom listens to this
so you
show.
can do that to fuck you on, basically.
I didn't say that.
I'm gonna make sure she get this episode.
But no, we never had that talk before. Like Jay, you?
In the house?
Or just like a
sex
talk about like sex?
Oh, yeah, 10.
At 10 years old?
Oh, well, I guess you haven't had like an adult conversation with my mother. My mother does not. It's all out there.
I think it's very important
Before
to
I
be
even
out
knew
there.
what anything was, she was talking to me about it, and I was like, I don't know what this is, but okay. And then
I think 13 years old is good. I mean,
that's late. People
That's
get
late.
pregnant at 13.
because for me, I really wasn't thinking about sex at, you know what I'm saying, 10 years old. I was watching like WWF.
But it doesn't have to be you. Most men, from the conversations that I've had, have their first sexual encounters were with an older woman.
Mm-hmm.
So you might not be thinking about it, but someone might be looking at you when you're 13, whatever, and be like, oh, if she's 15, 16, whatever. So yeah, no. 10 is a good age.
10 is a great age, I think.
I think so. So y'all would have to have talk.
Definitely.
Hey.
That's when those hormones kick in.
Boy or girl, let your child know what it is.
And then now with everything being right here.
Yeah, she gonna see it, but probably before you even get to talk to her.
That's why I fumbled like my phone, because I didn't want her to see it. I was like, okay, you know,
She's
cool.
still a baby though.
Yeah. At least wait 7 or 8. And then she knows what she's seeing. All she sees is a body.
Mm-hmm.
If that.
I don't think she can see that part yet.
Right.
She probably still see gray.
She probably still
see
gray.
So
wondering why daddy tripping over here.
Your podcast, Sip and Spill. First of all, it's a great show. Congratulations.
Thank you.
A lot of success. I see y'all had got some real good topics. When I listen, what first thing comes to my mind is like, y'all are definitely talking to the ladies. Y'all almost sound like therapists when y'all talk to these ladies. When I listen, and the advice that y'all give, y'all are very raw, uncut, to the point, which I'm sure people
got the
appreciate.
camera angle.
You gotta be.
You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to ask y'all. I listened to an episode. Talk to us about getting over breakups.
Ooh,
That's funny because we were just talking about that episode.
Help our lady listeners out. What are some of the best ways of getting over a breakup?
I think a good way is to, reevaluate yourself. Because when women, I feel like when we go through breakups, we more likely to blame ourselves, even though it's not even our fault. Mm-hmm. So just take that time to reevaluate yourself. Maybe you did fuck up. So now you could think about the choices that you made, make yourself a better person to find a better man.
I agree. Also, I think the best way to get over someone else is to get under someone new.
I knew it was coming.
But that's
after what she said.
For sure.
After you take the time to evaluate yourself and to, a lot of times we don't know what we want, but you also get to learn what you don't want in each relationship. So I guess the first step is knowing what you don't want. If you don't want someone who clubs or someone who does all this stuff, then stop actively seeking out those things that you don't want.
Okay.
So, and then find new dick after that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the best way.
How soon do you find new dick?
As soon as you want. I mean, it's your life. I would say wait a little bit, because to heal. But if you find that perfect man tomorrow, I mean, shit. You found him.
Definitely got to cleanse and heal.
Does the guy that you're having this breakup with, Do you give him a second chance if he's trying to, get better while you're trying to heal?
I feel like a second chance isn't bad because some people really just don't know.
Does it depend on what the
What
damage was? You know
What
I
the
mean?
breakup was over.
Yeah, if you
That's
cheated,
important.
fuck no.
Why not?
Yeah.
You know when you're in a relationship, don't cheat.
Yeah.
Why not? People forgive cheaters.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Yeah,
them.
but I'm not.
You never cheated before?
Mm-mm.
I've never cheated on a boyfriend.
You ever been cheated on before?
Mm-hmm.
Not that I know of. I haven't caught anyone yet.
I caught them all.
How? How'd you, it was like,
My last relationship, he was really cool with my best friend. And so my best friend was like, I'm cool with him, but like, you my bitch. And this what he doing.
Did he
And
know, did she know you first or she knew
She
him?
knew me first.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
She would know me for like 10 years.
Uh,
So yeah, he on the gram at the girl house and everything. And then when I asked him about it, he said, "Stop texting me."
Niggas get caught up with their social media. They're dumb
Because
shit.
Don't post everything
niggas
on
are
social
dumb.
media.
Like,
Yeah.
y'all know y'all dumb, right?
Black men don't cheat
It's a
well.
little hurtful.
there she go again.
Hashtag black
Say it
men
again
don't
real quick,
cheat
man.
well. Because y'all don't cheat.
Black
Y'all
men
cheat,
don't
but
cheat
just
well.
not
Because not
yet.
well.
Oh, okay.
Why we all gotta be dumb though?
Because y'all are dumb. Men are dumb. Like,
Y'all
I was
are
on
dumb.
Twitter today, and this
For
guy
real.
was like, his girl was talking to him, and he was trying to give her a solution, but because she didn't want a solution, he stopped listening to her talk. And I'm just like, sometimes women just want to be heard. Like, a lot of times when we're telling you, or we're venting something about to y'all, we
Just
already know the
listen.
solution. We know what we're gonna do. We just want to have someone listen to us and tell us it's gonna be okay and give us a hug and a kiss.
Okay.
But y'all can't even comprehend that simple shit to just listen.
But if you already know the answer,
That's not the point.
That's
The
not
point
the
is we
point.
want to be heard and listened to. So why can't you just be like, okay, she wants to be heard. Let me accept that.
Yeah.
Instead of just being like, well, this is what you should do. I don't know why you're
Because
talking
men
to me
like to
about
want to
this.
fix things.
Right.
we're fixers by nature.
Which is
That's what I'm
fine,
saying,
but how
so-
come when y'all want to do something,
Uh-huh.
you just gotta accept it and listen to y'all? But when we want to do something, it's no, it's what I want to do.
I mean, I mean,
That's why I say men are dumb.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say dumb. We just want to make y'all happy, so we try to
You
fix
can't want to make us happy if
That's-
you ain't listening to us.
it. We are listening, like we're
But you're
trying to
not.
listen.
You're not listening.
Part of listening is hearing what we're saying, getting it into your head and then responding. That's part of listening. Y'all don't respond. Y'all just
But
be
see,
like,
what I think what happens is that when we sit and let you guys vent and we hear you guys talking, we're trying to decipher a plan to fix it.
We don't need y'all to fix our problems.
We,
That
no,
means
we
you're not telling
get
them.
that, but that's just how women are wired. That you guys need somebody to sit and listen. We're wired because we're trying to listen to fix the shit. That's just
Yeah.
how we're wired.
Okay.
So it's natural to okay, let me tell you what you need to do, and then y'all
Right.
get mad when we say that. But that's our way. That's how we show love.
You're right.
Right.
You're right.
Which I understand that.
Yeah.
I just don't understand the part where y'all stop listening because we don't want y'all solution. Y'all should just continue listening. Even though we don't want to hear your solution.
I don't know.
Just,
I mean,
just give us a hug and a kiss and tell us it's going to be okay.
that's all it takes.
That's
That's
it.
it.
That's it.
That's it.
Hug and a kiss.
Yes. And some dick maybe.
Yeah. No,
Hug
definitely.
and a
Definitely some
kiss,
dick.
and
Not
maybe
maybe.
some dick, maybe.
Yeah.
Actually,
Boy, she needs
give
head for 10
us that
minutes.
first.
And,
then the hug and the
yeah,
kiss.
get the dick first.
Yeah.
And
The
then the
dick
hug and
first.
the kiss.
Yeah,
Hug and
the
kiss.
hug and the kiss.
So
Yeah,
let me.
Wait.
Hold on, wait,
Like,
wait,
come
what'd
here,
you say?
baby. Let me give you
Wait.
some, it's okay, I understand. Let me give you some dick. And then we're like, okay.
So technically, all you really want is not for him to listen. Technically, it's hey, give me some dick real quick.
No,
Nah.
it's listen.
Listen,
Then
then
dick.
dick.
Then the hugs and kisses
Yes.
Afterwards.
afterwards.
Yeah.
Y'all are learning a lot today.
That's what we do. We try to educate y'all.
That's what Sip and Spill's about.
Yep.
So, what about standards then?
My bad.
Should y'all mentioned this earlier about
Not lowering our standards.
yeah, like why?
What are you saying? Why?
You're shaking your head already.
I agree.
But I mean, here's my thing about lowering standards, and everybody should have standards. You know
No
what
one
I'm saying?
wins.
Huh?
You lower your standards, no one wins.
Mm-hmm.
This is very true. But my thing
part.
on lowering standards, or having high standards, I should say, don't have high standards, and you yourself are still trying to get yourself out of a situation or put yourself at those standards that you want to have high standards for.
I understand that portion of it. Like, don't expect something that you can't do yourself to a certain extent.
Because the people who
Yeah.
like scream high standards, when you look at them, everything looks good on social media. Everything looks good. Facebook, you can talk, you can type. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But when you look at them in like the real life, you're screaming high standards and you have low standards still, yo. I can't get down with that.
Just
I
not
think
everybody.
that's relative because everyone can always shoot for better. It's
Yeah,
okay
if
to
you
want better and
yeah.
not be better. Because a lot of times, a lot of dudes want these bad bitches, and
they
they're
can't.
5. So
They're a 5.
yeah, they're a 5, and
What's
they
a
want
5?
like they're medium
5 out of
ugly.
10.
Ethnic 5.
Yeah.
Medium ugly.
So
Nah, for
and
real.
and they have high expectation on the kind of woman they want to date, but they not even that cute themselves.
Yeah, like those dudes that get mad at you for not talking to them.
Yeah, when you
Yeah.
ugly. So I don't think there's anything wrong for a woman or a man to have these higher standards. It's okay to want better for yourself.
Quick question: was the robust dude? Was he medium ugly?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
He was
Y'all
not my
still
type.
roasting this
Yeah.
nigga. Yo,
They're robust.
y'all are still roasting this nigga.
Hope he doesn't hear the podcast.
I'm sure he don't listen.
They're robust.
That nigga's
But I
done.
knew he wasn't my type. I was trying to do something different from what I like.
So you were lowering like your standards a little
No, I was doing something different.
bit different.
I mean, he had a job. He
He had a
had a
job.
good job. He was working. He was very polite, but it wasn't something that I physically would have gone for. So I went for something different.
So overall, what's lowering standards when it comes to a woman searching for a
Accepting
man?
anything you know damn well you wouldn't accept.
Like what?
Anything. Like let's say
Anything.
you dealing with a dude who don't communicate, and you know you want a nigga who communicates.
Especially if you're communicating.
yeah, and you're
that's
lowering your standard
standards.
to deal with this dude, knowing you're not fully happy.
Like if I had kept talking to robust dudes, knowing that I didn't like the fact that he smoked cigarettes, that would be me
Yeah,
lowering
that's
my
lowering your
standards.
standards.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm done.
Have you lowered like your standards before, bro?
Niggas lower their standards every day. Y'all fucking.
Wait, he answered, God.
Hey, it's true. Y'all
Nah, that's fact.
No, it's true.
Nah, I don't think I have. I don't know.
Never fucked an ugly bitch before?
Who?
Never
ugly
fucked an
bitch.
before? That you know for a fact you wouldn't see her in the daytime.
Yeah,
That's lowering your
I hit a
That's
6.
lowering your standards,
I
love.
hit it was in college. It was like she was with it.
So
I
y'all
was
never
with it.
smelled like an ugly dude before?
No, I've never had sex with someone I didn't like.
Nah.
But what makes a guy ugly? Or just like a person
Oh,
ugly then?
Your face?
That's a relative.
Your face.
Yeah, like,
that's
It could be your face, your teeth, your body, your smile.
a loaded question.
that's a hot girl summer answer, dog.
Shout out to
Also
Megan Stallion.
personality.
Yeah.
'Cause
That
that
shit.
shit can change
I done met
nigga
some
real
fine
quick.
niggas and they had some fucking assholes.
Is that one of the worst things I think where you see a man who, I mean, he's good, he looks good, he had checks off all the boxes, but his personality is whack and ugly, and
Oh
is
my
that one of
God.
the worst things?
Yes,
Yeah.
he's so fine but so useless.
you
And I
can't-
think that's when we start lowering our standards. Well, he fine, so
Mm,
I'm gonna still talk to him.
Right.
He dogging
He
me
got
out,
some
but he's still
money.
fine. Yeah.
So the guy who's medium ugly or smugly or whatnot,
smugly. Nice.
yeah, he's like nice, but he's ugly, or he doesn't have everything. You won't pick him over the guy that's fine and everything, but he's like lazy,
No, I would definitely pick the medium guy before.
over the nice guy.
Yeah.
Or the
Not the nice guy, the
I mean-
asshole fine guy.
asshole fine
Yeah.
guy.
You feel
Because
like
I mean, I feel like medium ugly guys are like where it's at because they're, they're
They're
They
humble.
value.
They value you.
Yeah.
They're humble.
they're humble.
Now, when this medium ugly guy cheats, you get upset about that? Like how dare
Highly
you cheat?
upset.
Fucking right. I'm a bad bitch. You gonna cheat on me?
Well, I mean, everybody cheats, right?
she said ugly
No.
niggas shouldn't cheat. That's what she's saying.
Ugly niggas should not
No,
cheat.
you should not
She said
cheat.
ugly niggas
What do
shouldn't
you-
cheat.
What?
You barely got me.
You
Like-
barely. Yo, fuck that up too.
Right.
So you so
Face
so
already fucked up.
Oh man, dog.
I accepted you for who you
was.
was, and you gonna cheat on me.
Shit.
y'all would take y'all can quote unquote turn the frog into a prince. If you look at it like that. right?
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
ultimately, it's not about looks.
It is.
It is when
It
you
is.
first meet a person because
In
you're
the
first
beginning.
meeting them.
Yeah.
But when you see the person that they are on the inside,
That's what
then
matters.
I mean, because when a person starts doing nice things and stuff for you, they're gonna start looking attractive.
So the
to
ugly
you.
guy has to work twice as hard, though, pretty much.
No.
I mean, no, because
He medium ugly. He ain't that ugly.
okay, but medium
Yeah.
ugly, he has to work a little bit harder though than the fine asshole dude. Because the asshole dude, he can say some fucked up shit to you. You still give him the fucking drop.
Unless
No,
unless
as
his
soon as you
personality
start
is
disrespecting
his
me and say some
personality
fucked up
and
shit, you
character
cut
is
off.
a 10.
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, if there's a fine nigga and there's a medium ugly nigga, I'm gonna give the fine niggas, more chances But once when the final nigga start fucking up, he gonna back up a little bit, and the medium nigga takes his place. You see how it goes?
So he has to wait a turn, pretty much.
Yeah. Because the final nigga goes first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So summer.
Yeah, pretty much. I think they might be up a few points after the show.
We definitely up. We've been up.
Hold on, whoa.
We created
after last
it.
night,
Right, created this movement.
After last night, hey, Hot Girl Summer's winning right now.
Always.
Always.
Yeah,
That's on P.
Yep.
So what about deleting your hoe-ness?
We talked about.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Drea taught me you can delete your hoe-ness. So guess what? You can delete your hoe-ness.
How do you delete your hoe-ness?
Delete.
Out of sight, out of mind.
What you mean?
You press backspace.
Control, Alt, delete. In test.
See, I think in Houston that's hard because Houston is a small world. Everybody knows everybody.
So,
That's
and
true.
I can act like I don't know nobody.
That's a hard term, man. Cause
So deleting your hoe-ness is lying to yourself.
it's impossible, right?
No.
You can't delete
It's
your
it's
wholeness.
really moving on.
It's hard.
Honestly.
Exactly. You realize that was something that you did. That was your past, and now you're a new person.
Me and Jay, we went to Davenport a couple months ago. This matter of fact was PV's like homecoming weekend, and there was a woman that I have encountered with before, and then my girl was right there, and it was.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Okay, wait. So, backstory. I have an issue. My issue is when I'm talking to somebody new, and when there's another person coming that I've had encountered with before, my mouth and my tongue starts fumbling. I don't know how to
What you
get
scared for?
When you say encounter, do you mean fuck?
Yeah, fuck. You know, I mean, I don't know how to. But I mean, me and her didn't have like a fallout, so it was like, hey, what's up? How you doing? And that was it. I didn't bring her over. I was like, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Cool. Keep it moving. And I had my girl and Jay over there. Like, yo, y'all don't gotta come over here real quick. This is a quick high and by. She's about to move.
You literally moved from where we were to behind us, which
For
made you look guilty as fuck.
Yeah.
What you mean? What you
We
mean?
both were like, where
No,
the fuck you going? Like, what do you mean?
No. I'm with you on that. Cause see, we don't want to feel like we're disrespecting our
like-
woman.
Are you disrespecting her? This is someone from your past before you even.
She wasn't in my past.
Yo,
We were dated. We just kind of had.
But it's still from the past.
I wouldn't feel uncomfortable if a woman you slept with in the past was in the same room as me, because you're fucking me now, aren't you?
You mine.
So, so what's the issue?
It's just a simple fact that, you know, we are both in a room. Me and this person, we're not on bad terms. We're still cool. So it's like, hey, you know.
So what's
Hey,
the
what's
issue?
up?
No,
Keep
the
it moving.
issue was that people don't know how to have closure conversations, and people like to fucking ghost. And so when you
that's
see someone
facts.
that you haven't
Hey,
seen
I'm the
in a
king
little
of
while,
gossip, yeah.
and
That's
so when you
facts.
see someone that you haven't seen in a little while, and you didn't have that closure conversation,
Oh,
and you walk up on them, and they're well,
That's
And
true.
then
That is true.
And then you
You
were having
had-
relations, and all of a sudden I go ghost. You know, there's no need for us to talk no more. Like, hey,
No,
we haven't
there
smashed in like
is.
2-3
Why?
That's not
months.
okay.
Why you can't just be
No.
like,
I'm in a relationship. That's it.
That's
you
it.
have it's
You
an
know.
uncomfortable conversation.
This
Yes,
is why I
it's
say
less
niggas are
uncomfortable than
dumb.
what you were feeling.
Y'all
when
make
you
it
were
sound
sitting
so
there.
easy because if I was to say, oh, hey, this is the girl I was
It's
fucking
that-
before. Oh,
You don't
word?
think I've had incidents in Davenports where there's been somebody in there that I'm like, okay.
Davenport's is like the devil.
But I've already had that conversation, so I'm not worried about it.
Davenport's is a nice, you know where like...
It looks like you need to stay your ass out of Davenport.
Yeah.
You know where 59 like Kirby is?
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
like the what's the place called? Like the Audi store? The Audi car shop?
Okay.
It's right behind there.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, it's right behind there.
But I get what you're saying. I think a lot of women want closure sometimes, even if it was whether a
All
long-term
women.
relationship, we dated for 6 months, or we was just fucking around for a couple
How
months.
do you end a closure with
Woman-
just, you know, sex?
You
Just be
don't.
like, hey, you know, I'm not
It
really
was good
into
while it
that-
lasted, but you know,
that-
I'm with somebody now.
Yes.
Easy. You see how easy that was?
Honesty
can't go wrong with
is-
being honest.
You can go,
You
she can
can't.
be mad. She can
But
be
she-
upset.
at least you told
but
her
you
what
told
was
her
up.
what it was.
So let's play devil's advocate. Okay, so if a girl says, okay, that's cool, but can we still fuck though?
No.
No.
For what?
Just
Is
say
your girl
no.
gonna be okay with that?
Say no.
I'm not worried about the girl part.
You should be.
That's me controlling that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, but sometimes women don't care. I mean, like men don't care too.
But
Hey,
that's your responsibility
still be
to
cool.
remove yourself from that
Yeah.
situation. Then, if you know that she's going to be disrespectful to your relationship, it's your
oh yeah,
responsibility
yeah, yeah.
to remove yourself.
I'm most definitely.
So if she says that to you, just know.
delete, block, and prosper.
Block and prosper.
That's nice.
That's one of our
Okay.
hashtags.
I'll delete and I'll block back.
You gotta prosper.
You gotta
can't
prosper.
forget
I
to
didn't.
prosper.
I didn't think about putting it all together.
Delete,
Yeah,
block, and
I like that.
prosper.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a title for the next episode, huh?
Maybe we should do an episode about deleting and prospering.
Delete, block, and prosper.
I'm a fan of
We
blocking
good for
people.
that.
Right, I would block a nigga in
It
a
sounds so
heartbeat.
easy.
I have
right
my
now.
closure,
But
and then I'm gonna block
so
you.
it sounds so easy.
But a lot of women don't understand when no closure is also closure. Like when somebody don't say nothing to you, that's
ghosting.
saying
Also-
like they don't want to fuck with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ghosting, yo. Ghosting's like the easiest thing to do.
I feel
No, but
like
they're talking
this
about on the
ghost is-
woman's part. Like,
I
Yeah,
don't
like
like
if you
ghosting.
ghost me, I'm gonna be, oh, why he didn't say nothing to me? But he really saying something to me by not saying it.
Yeah.
okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Alright,
so
I don't like the
actions
whole
speak
ghosting
louder
thing.
than
Why
words.
not?
I just think it's so disrespectful.
It's immature.
It's immature.
Irresponsible.
Like even
I'll
with
take
the last guy I talked to, before I cut him off, I told him I'm cutting you off and this is why.
Yep.
And then I never talked to him ever again.
The
after
last
that.
guy you were dating?
Yeah.
Because he ghosted you?
Can we ask
No,
why
he
you
didn't
cut him
ghost.
off?
He didn't ghost me. I texted
Told him
him
what she was about to do.
why I was cutting him off, and I told him why.
Mhm.
And till this day, I have never
So
spoken
why?
to him again.
Yeah, well, can we ask why
he
you...
just didn't. He wasn't really good at communicating.
Okay.
Yeah.
She,
That was it?
She's not
That was
lowering
it.
her standards.
Yeah, that's one of my things.
Exactly.
I need a man that can communicate. If you don't do that, I'm
So
not
what's
gonna
communicating? You keep saying that word. Like, what's
Like
that?
he will go a whole day without saying a word to me, and he'd be like, "Oh, I was busy." I was like, "You were too busy to send me a text for 2 seconds to tell me you were busy."
Did you text him first? Like, hey, what's up?
I would text him, and then I would hear from him like 10 hours later.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm just like, I'm
I
not
can see
into
how
that.
that could get annoying.
Was he
and
on
shit.
social media?
He didn't have. He was
Oh.
older, so he didn't really have social media.
So
Not that I know
He
of.
like
Maybe he
old
could have, and he was just hiding it from me. But
Like
from what
what?
I've known,
40s? What we
Yeah.
talking? Okay.
Yeah, they don't
So
really
you like
act
old
like
men?
that though.
I like whatever likes me.
Doesn't make
Call
sense.
out, you like old men, huh? You like them gray hairs. Like, God damn, like, you like old men? Wait, 40's not old.
Exactly.
40's not
When you
old.
get 40, you can be like 40.
Well, I'm assuming you're in your early 20s,
They
right?
go to
Yeah.
bed early
So,
though.
okay. So
But I mean, like I date guys who are 26, 27, 28.
But Nigerian women mostly date
They
older
older
men.
men?
Yeah,
Yeah,
why
trust
is
me.
that?
because they have
They're
money.
more established.
Yeah.
It makes
Yeah.
sense.
It's just our culture and our mentality to like our moms and aunts teach us to date a man with money. I'm not saying it's right. It's just what we have in the back of our minds.
But why do you think that is?
I think it's
I got so
because
much to say about this.
in our culture, it's like education is very important. So
Right,
not
right.
only is it important to find a man that has money, it's also for you. It's also important for you to make sure
Financially.
you're established yourself. So not to only rely on a man, but to also have your own.
Nigerian
So-
women in general, especially on social media, they got it fucked up, and no disrespect, but it's more so they imply and they implement all these things on social media to teach y'all like, hey, I can't fuck with you because you're either still in school, you don't have money, you don't dress this way. I need this, this, and this, and this, and this,
It's
and you see
standard.
that, and it's a
Yeah.
cool thing like to do. So men who are in that same age bracket, they don't even approach them, and they get mad when they talk to other people. It's like, because y'all don't want to talk to us because we're not there yet.
Mhm.
And then when we get there, we also date younger
They'll talk
women.
They'll talk to white bitches. But
No.
but for real though,
No. I mean,
black men are more likely to date outside the race than black women.
Black women as well. Talk to
No,
different
I
people out the
didn't
race.
say
More
that. I didn't say
likely.
that we wouldn't. I said more likely.
Just because we got bad attitudes, and
Yeah.
I really just think y'all don't know how to deal with the
can't
fact
handle
that
the fact-
we're vocal and we're strong as well.
Yeah.
So I'm just settled for the white girl. 'Cause she don't listen to what I say. She don't give me no
I
hard
mentioned
time.
that before, and I got criticized for that.
But look at it, and because you have a valid point, right? And I'll say this to that: those black men that have that mindset, because I think we've talked about it before, those are weak-minded men to begin with,
Oh,
Agreed.
definitely.
right? So they're not.
Yeah.
This not something you want in the first place.
That's
Mm-hmm.
true.
But that, you, I agree with your point. There have been black men who say, "Oh, I only date white women because of this, that, and the third." It's like that's, to each his own. But I don't agree with it. either.
Yeah.
That's crazy because a white woman will poison you in breakfast
And
in front of
take all
kids
your money.
And take all your money.
And then do another black man
Like,
in
say
a minute.
Yo, that was a real specific ass story.
Nah,
it's
but they
true.
do that.
They will
They have
poison
no
you.
problem with killing anybody. Like,
I was watching a documentary this
Let me ask
morning.
you
Like, have you
In
seen
the-
Snap?
I was staying at that topic,
It's
bro.
mostly
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm not answering.
She
I
was
already
real
got
specific.
crucified about the Spanish and like the black women, so yeah, I'm good.
And
You
so, like
just
in the
need to learn
Nigerian
how to-
culture,
But
like
I said exactly what she just said.
You
but
did not.
Nah, it was different. It was different.
No.
You may
no.
have meant what she said.
No.
But that's not what you
I
said.
said no. I said black women are like, because there's like two different clips. I said black women are like stronger, and we don't know how to. I said some men don't know how to.
Handle it.
handle a
handle
strong
it.
black woman.
Your initial statement was Puerto Rican women cater. No,
I'm not
Puerto
talking about
Rican
that
wo-
one.
Well, then which one were you talking about?
There's like 2 different clips. The other clip was when me and what's his name? EJ.
EJ?
Yeah, we talked about that one. There was another one where I said black women are like stronger or whatnot, and most men, black men, we don't know how to handle that. So yeah, there's 2 different clips. Yeah.
Basically.
No, not babies. Just...
No, y'all are babies.
Yeah, it's because y'all's mom's babied you your whole entire life, and then y'all expect us to baby y'all too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's true.
Okay.
Think about it. Like, think about the women in your life. Would you really be able to function without them?
Men can't function without women. We're their rib. Y'all
Yeah.
can't function without us.
Yeah, it's true.
That's what y'all need to understand,
I'm not
though.
answering that.
Like, freaking men can't even make their own doctor's appointment.
Yeah, it's true. Too.
But y'all want to...
Exactly. Y'all don't even go to the doctor.
Y'all don't go to the doctor unless a woman is forcing you to go see a
Unless
doctor.
I need to go.
Exactly.
All right,
You
so
don't
then
even-
speaking
Why-
of
why-
Sometimes you should go,
why
even
waste
if though
my
you don't
copay?
need.
Because...
You already
Okay.
paid for insurance.
Let's talk about this. How
Why
come
would
niggas
it?
don't get tested? What is up with y'all and not getting tested?
we get tested.
I get tested.
Not
Oh,
They
often.
get tested. I'll
This
say
one
that.
nigga told me that he
You
don't
get
get
tested?
tested. He just wait for the girl to test herself, and whatever her
Most
results
men do that.
is, that's how he know.
No, I get tested.
Damn.
I know exactly how it feels to get tested. No,
That's so stupid.
oh, it hurts.
Okay,
Yeah, get tested.
That's bad.
that is bad. You just wait for her to see what her
No,
results
no,
is.
no. I get tested just because I like to, one, brag about getting tested, and 2, if I'm having sex with somebody, I get tested. Like the person that I had my child with, I got tested the very week when I came back to like Houston.
Mm-hmm.
I was like scared. So,
I get
Tested.
tested all the time.
Who you scared of?
just in general, bro. Like, I mean, I can have somebody like today, no condom. I'm gonna get tested the very next day, bro. Or at
Yeah,
least
but
wait
stuff's
like
not going to show up for like
yeah, at least
6
about
months.
wait. But
Yeah.
Like, that's
The
not...
next day.
But no,
Next
but-
day's not going to do it.
I'm just saying, in terms of like me getting tested, I get tested though. Like, there's no jokes about that.
I get tested every year
I have
for
a
my birthday.
question. Would y'all get tested while in a relationship?
Yeah. I think at the beginning of the relationship, I would.
I got tested while I was in a relationship.
Really?
I mean, because there's other things. It's
I
not just
haven't.
STDs. It's little infections like bacteria and stuff. So
Yeah.
you still, us
A
as
woman's
women,
body
we
is
have
very
to,
complicated.
we have to make sure. Because even if they not like fucking around on someone, let's say your boyfriend will finger you, but he got like dirt under his nails, that can give you an infection.
Right.
So stuff like
I
that.
agree. In the beginning, it's smart to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
Even I was scarred because when I was little, I watched this episode of Oprah, and the husband gave his wife AIDS. And ever since I seen that episode, I think I was like maybe 9 or 10. It's always in the back of my mind, like even your husband can fuck on you. So I would always get tested while in a relationship, no matter how long we've
Let me
been
ask y'all
together.
this then, and I posted this question I think a couple of weeks ago. If y'all had the option, because we get our cars renewed, or our license are renewed. If you had an option, if like you were married, and would y'all get your marriage license renewed, or would y'all just call it quits?
What do you mean?
If it was like an
by that?
option. So let's just say every year or two, you have an option, or you have to get like your marriage license renewed.
Renewed or y'all divorced?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I
I
mean,
mean, no,
I'm
because
yeah.
some people
That's
aren't happy
stupid.
though. So
So you
if
mean
you had the
like-
option to,
Like every 2 years, we need to reevaluate
yeah,
some shit.
like would you be open to that?
But you can do that anytime if you're not happy with your
But if
relationship.
it was like an actual law,
But yeah, that
like
Oh.
implemented.
Oh,
That
that
would
you
be
can't
bad.
divorce only
Yeah.
every 2 years.
Nigga,
You can
that's
see
some
if y'all want to
Black
keep
Mirror
doing
shit.
this.
But no, I think I posted this
That's
question
fair,
like
though.
I think
That
like
is-
two weeks ago, like 3 weeks ago, and people
Yeah.
were like, technically, I would, and I was like shocked.
I
It
mean,
was-
if we couldn't divorce
good, we
and the only
good.
way we could leave is every 2 years we have to renew this shit, then hell, the motherfucking yeah. Like,
there was one couple. I'm not gonna say any names. The wife had said, the wife said, "I can't answer this question," and then I don't like you.
that means she would, yeah.
Yeah, so I was just like, okay, cool. So kind
Dog,
of,
if people could see Jordan's facial expression,
Yeah.
you say shit.
because she probably knows. But she probably knows.
Yeah.
So it was. I just kind of thought it was kind of
But don't people do that anyways with like renewing their marriage vows? So isn't
You
the
renew
same-
your vows.
Right,
Wow.
that's just
your
renewing vow.
words.
That's a
Okay.
ceremony.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's talking about evaluating the entire.
The actual marriage.
Like,
You have an
Yeah.
option, yeah.
Like, yo, probably is not working for me. I need to
Okay.
do
Yeah,
it.
after these 2 years, we don't have to.
I think if that was an option, I think there will be a lot of people you know, being
Divorce.
single.
Divorcing.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel
I
like
guarantee
People
it.
divorcing anyway, though.
people divorce right now without that being the option. People divorce every day.
But wouldn't it probably be a
I
little bit
feel like
cheaper?
if it was an option, it would be more people divorcing.
Yeah.
Just because they could easily just walk away
Yeah.
without having actually the whole divorce process.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
It'll be cheaper.
It'll be
Walk
cheaper.
away, cut all ties. Yeah.
Like I
Start
got
thinking
6 more
about
months in this bitch.
Right,
I'm about to-
that's it.
Once that 6 months run out, ho, I'm out this bitch.
So let me ask y'all, both of y'all single?
No.
Yeah. Okay. She's like, yeah, with a
She
smile.
was so happy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out here mingling.
And then you said
I'm
no
out
with a
here.
straight face.
She's like, no.
How long y'all been
I'm
But-
together?
single.
Not that long.
You happy?
I am. I feel
I
like.
didn't even know she had a boyfriend.
So see that makes it.
Damn.
'Cause she said
And-
not that
and-
long, so
it's
she don't know the time,
Damn.
and she didn't know.
Yeah, it's just because like
This is a new nigga.
No, I know who he is. I know of him.
it's just because
Yeah.
like it's new, but it's like
You
it
protect your
works.
peace.
It honestly works.
So you want to
And
keep it very private.
it's not that I want to keep it private. It's just like I don't know. I just don't want.
to jinx it.
I don't. Not that I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to. I don't want to hear like the outside things
You want to
because
protect
you know.
it.
Right.
Yeah. But it's not that. It's not that I didn't want to tell you or nothing. It's just that we be going through our little
Standards.
single fuck these niggas ain't shit and all that, and I don't want you to be like, well, bitch, how you gonna get a boyfriend and da-da-da-da, and I'm just
I
like,
don't feel that way at
but
all. I'm
that's-
happy for you.
yeah, I feel like you would, but this
Yeah.
is new. This ain't nothing like that's been going
So
on.
so it's a new thing. How long until you post him on your social media?
Never.
Social media is social media. I don't give a fuck. Like,
I say never.
Never.
I don't think she should. Like her,
Mm-hmm.
her social media is more of her like job wise of her
I mean, if she- if
but I
she
feel like
wants
that
to,
ain't gonna
she-
stop anything.
portfolio. I mean,
That's not gonna stop anything.
I mean, if you want to post him on your story, cool.
yeah,
But
but
I don't think on your Instagram page.
let me ask you
don't
this:
think so?
Yeah.
is he
Okay.
cool with the whole like a modeling thing and
Mm-hmm.
you going out and like you posting like stuff?
yeah, because I'm not ratchet. I'm ratchet. I'm
Yeah.
not trashy. Like I'm sexy. I'm sensual, but I have like class to me.
Does
So
he read like the comments?
everyone.
Okay.
I mean, it's not about what they say. It's about what I say. So
The comments, I was like, okay, cool. That's
yeah, they be
cool.
acting a fool.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, cool. I was like, okay.
You can't
Do
trip
y'all-
over what's yours.
Yeah.
Do y'all think it's enough good quality men out there
No.
for every single woman?
No.
Standards, right?
She ain't let me.
Because
No.
there's more women out there than there are men. So I mean, at one point, I guess we just gotta start sharing. I don't know, like what we
Yeah,
gotta
we might
do.
have
Somebody said that. There was like a
Yeah.
post about, she was talking about polygamy. And
Yeah.
like, y'all better get comfortable with it because if everybody wants a man, that's what's going to have to happen.
Because like there's way more trash ass men out there than there are good men. So
But see, we talked about last week a man being as faithful as his options. So on one hand, you say, well, there's a lot of trash men, but then if a man is trash, that means he's with another woman. So is that woman trash too?
But you choose your options.
That's true. But if like I said, if a man is trash because he's sleeping with a lot of women, or he's cheating on his woman, or he's just not a good guy, it takes two to tango at the end of the day.
I don't agree with that because him being trash is not really a reflection of you. You can be a good woman to a man and he's still gonna be ain't shit. So I think it's just him as a person. Like if you don't want to be a good person to this woman, then that's just you. It's not the woman's fault. It's not the woman's responsibility. It has nothing to do with her. It's just you just gotta look in the mirror and realize you're a trash ass nigga, and that's it.
So you think for a lot of men, a majority it's just a lost cause for most men? Just
No, I
Yeah.
don't believe anyone's a lost cause.
okay.
Unless you're like Hitler or some shit. But if you're just like a regular person, anyone can change. I mean,
But
people.
that's if they want to.
But that's if you want to change. I feel like you can go from being one person to a new person. But that's up to you to decide if you want to do it.
So if you're dating a guy and he discloses like, yo, I've cheated a few times in my past, are you still gonna give him a chance? Or are you cutting it off?
I have.
I'm cutting it off.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna waste my time.
But what if he has the ability to change?
He does.
He has the ability to cheat too.
So, ladies, um,
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
that's the hard.
before we I'll let y'all go, man. Where can these people find y'all at?
Where?
What's her?
They can find us on Instagram, Twitter, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We're on Anchor as well. That's where
everything.
We stream out to everywhere. We're on Google Podcasts. We just got on Overcast.
We just got on Overcast.
Yeah. Anywhere y'all looking for a podcast, you can find a podcast. We're on there under sip and _ spill.
All right. Yeah. Anybody want to say anything?
Oh, you can follow me at Thug Sammy on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. All that.
Yeah.
Marcus and Jay.
Ladies, you cannot delete your wholeness.
Yes, you can. Don't let these niggas lie to you, bitch.
Shout out to our new YouTube subscribers. I saw the numbers creeped up a little bit. Spotify listeners, shout out to y'all. We appreciate it.
All right, Jay, you good?
Yep.
All right. Also, man, shout out to our Twitter and our IG. We don't give y'all enough credit, but y'all keep it, funkadelic
and
for
that
us.
Crazy ass Facebook group. Y'all gotta stop putting all y'all business.
Oh man, I love the Facebook group.
People do come up to me about the Facebook group. I'm not even on Facebook, and I'm hearing about the Facebook group.
The Facebook group is most
So
definitely.
They put all that shit
love
out.
it.
All of it.
I love it. But no, each and every day, shout out, Mama, I love you. Raina, I love you.
Peace.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.